แบบไม่ได้ดึงนะคือแบบแค่แบบจับเสร็จแล้วก็อยากดึงแต่ก็ไม่ได้ดึงแค่แบบกัดอะไรเงี้ยกัดมันออกไปไม่ได้กัดแต่ว่าอะไรหัวเลย
Error.
ก็จะเซฟไว้ก็เผื่อไปดูก่อนขนาดปีมันกลับมาดูใหม่ยูทูบไม่น่าหายไปไหนทำไมจ๊ะเขาเก็บเป็นความรู้สึกว่าเราเก็บ
Children, come. You were...
Oh, what is it?
Oh, no. You've done so... In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our head...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing, that simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well, I will not go into too much. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket...
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have...
That's right!
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, I doubt that... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glade. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be... In any case, Smaragdus jadeite... Goodness knows.
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person you...
Yes. I suppose
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to...
Oh, maybe so.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's a...
Paimon was gonna ask the the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And then after that was all over, they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Leo at Harbor?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the ministry.
Is that so? Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other?
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's.
Whoa, that's a really
Commercial consultancy. Or. Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codice. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hand. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem. But
wow, an Adeptus. Best we be a.
จังอ๋อเพราะว่าสิงคโปร์เหรอเทรน8เทรน9โล
แค่มา
เซ็งแทน
ประสบการณ์คนเก่าอะไรแบบนี้แต่ละแม่เขายังพูดเป็นคนบอกเอาว่าน้อยพอจะขอให้แต่พอไม่มีคุณภาพเลยนะที่แม่ก็บอกอย่างนั้นไปเขาจะไม่เอาที่แม่เขาก็ต้องแบบอะไร
Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you...
Well, Miss Yanfei, might...
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with... The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus...
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need.
In that case, might you know where Miss...
Oh, of course.
Thanks a lot, Mr.
I should open a store. My friend.
เป็นกลับมา
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there some...
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from... My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them. I don't know how it could have happened. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original... My family is in the ore business too. But we now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants... That's what the hairpins were for, too. But now that I've lost the hair...
Why does Paimon have a sudden...
Would you really? I sent a commission...
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins.
Huh? Well...
Let me see.
That's right! Yancey said she's elite true!
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation, and given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite,
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so whichever way you look at it...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to...
Please. Please, However much it is, I will have to pay it. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is... So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow.
What did I feel? Well, my family has seen much jade pass through its hands.
Smooth to the... No, it's nothing. I just need to...
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. You lost them?
I'm sorry. Truly.
Mora! Do you have... I just don't... Forget it.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, it was in fact genuine
Of course! Genuine...
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment.
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find...
Please wait, Mr. Chow. It's not convenient to speak here, so...
My
แล้วทำไมแม่ไม่อยู่บ้านแม่ออกไปไหนเนี่ย
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you...
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite, if mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel
No, not at all.
Now that is strange. If I have deduced correctly, he may
If that's the case, we should go confront him.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would... And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into... After that, he would simply insist that... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that...
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately...
Well then, since...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Miss...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even... It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than us.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, any were commissioned but not bound by a
I understand. Then I will be
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use the...
This contract has so many pages.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're...
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case...
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of... Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a step also. The idea of someone abusing the law to their... But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... I've got it. Let's pay a visit to Chateau. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have...
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear...
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossell enlisted...
A Snezhnyan merchant... I do remember that. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was real. He was quite generous with his money, too.
Do you have any leftover debris?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this...
Thank you, sir.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly... I've heard it said that Smaragdus
A thin layer of...
If you must see for yourself, try example...
Is that so? Did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come just...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that these two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the cat and...
All right, let's focus...
But never mind, sure.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind...
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh, what should I try this time?
Miss Yanfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir.
Yes, that's right.
Then I have no further questions.
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originate...
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident.
With this hard evidence to back us up?
On the contrary, this is far from... If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got Got it. Singxi.
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of people come. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of con, but the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily as such, legal.
So you helped them make sense of the law.
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized. You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out. Oh, this has nothing to do with.
Again with that cat.
Well, that's that then.
Out of stock. But we have some new items in. Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Have no further trouble from then on? Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you...
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singxi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called smaragdus jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials. Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar. I also kept a copy for my own records. See, the inlaid gemstone is recorded as smaragdus jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Singxi.
Sure, it isn't serving.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume...
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Bubu Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to...
Because only he can provide. Once we have this fine.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for... And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well. Now that's an even...
No. I'm here this time.
Smaragdus jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs... It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period... I suppose that you're...
That is indeed the case.
No trouble at all. But I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this...
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning...
You're too...
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just...
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due...
Yes, my investigation.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors?
Of course. According to the Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this! I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus.
That's an unsubstantiated...
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are...
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence...
Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the...
Our second piece of evidence is...
You know, you could be...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final... Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as...
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. I'm afraid that this falls out. However, I'm sure that the ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll—
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr.
Huh? No.
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine— You do understand, Mr. Crossell.
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from— I kept the real Smaragdus. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not—
Exactly.
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jade, if word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Alright, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I fail to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to—
20%? That's as much as I spent—
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation. However, Mr. Crossell, since—
What? But
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus—
Well, that's not quite—
Thanks so much for your help this time.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that—
Actually, Miss, I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join forces—
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost
the right solution to the objective of my client, Mr. Chap in Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my— In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today—
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reason.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time—
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you good?
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going.
Oh, you. All right.
I'm off then. Bye. Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should—
Come now, child. Are you leaving or—
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
That child. Yanfei might be overly garrulous. Liyue is not the same place I once— All right, then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
It is but a single teapot. There we go. This serenity pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to take these blueprints with you...
Wait a minute.
Oh, you needn't worry about...
Guess we can rest a bit.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second, what is that?
It seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? As long as you have a blueprint, you...
Blueprints? These are the blueprints I'm talking about. Just commit the image of the objects to memory. Then simply release the thought from your mind. Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden eye. He said that this world is not a true one. A golden eye to I hardly remember myself. What? Well, let's not dwell on that. If there's any.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the. Maybe. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Maybe you're...
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Maybe...
Guess we can rest a bit.
Chivalry will never die.
will have order.
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Stabilize.
Shake a hamster.
Solidified.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Time for retribution. Solidify.
I'm a rock.
Order guide you.
Look at you, Bootown.
Verdict is
Rain outlines her.
solidify.
I'm here.
Stabilize. I will have order. Burn.
Shake a hamster.
Stabilize.
Shake a hamster.
Let me weave you a verse.
Verdict is
No, my sword!
this is order.
Think you can bully me?
Time for retribution. Stabilize. Verdict is
Rain cutter!
I will have order.
Sayonara special.
Time for retribution.
Rain outlines your fate.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Shake your hamster!
Burn! Gather!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Shake your hamster!
Verdict is... Solidify! Time for retribution! This is order!
Look at you, Boozound!
Rain outlines your fate.
Verdict is...
Let me weave you a
Stabilize!
No, my sword!
I will have order! Burn!
Diana Special!
Stabilize! This is order!
Rain outlines your...
Verdict is...
Think you can bully me?
Solidify! Order guide you! Solidify!
Rain outlines your...
Think you can bully me?
Witness the power of...
Time for retribution! This is order! Gather!
Think you can bully me?
Verdict is...
Add Ash. When you're high up, everyone. Think you can get away? Oh, it's perfect. Let's dance.
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
Time for takeoff. By royal decree. Brace yourself. Shadow Raven.
Time for retribution!
Rain, if only you could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
Think you can get away? Here we go. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. My strength still fails me.
Add up.
Mondstadt welcomes you.